Speaking of cigars, how about you? Did you have an opportunity to smoke anything interesting?
I
this
did.
week?
I got up this morning and I don't even think I
Woke
brushed
up
my
this
hair.
morning?
Oh yeah, hold on. Woke up this morning and I didn't even brush my hair.
That does sound like a blues
I
line.
grabbed a cigar and I sat down over there. Okay, don't stop.
See, there may
You
be
never
other
know how
shows.
far that could go.
There may be other shows out there, but nowhere will you get impromptu blues musician ukulele songs. I'm just telling you, it's not going to happen anywhere
It
else.
was like, can we confidently say we're the only cigar slash
Pretty sure.
spirit show that will
Just
have
as
that?
confident as we can say we're in the top 4% of all podcasts in the world, and
So
we are. It's true.
So, yeah, I went and dug around in my humidor and then went out to my patio because I actually have a couple cigars in my humidor that I haven't tried yet, and apparently they're all Crowned Heads. But so I chose one of them, and it was the Crowned Heads. Oh, there it is. Okay, how do you say this? Le Patissier. It means
Le Patissier, yeah.
the baker.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in the same line as the La Carême, and apparently it's built on that same kind of built on that same blend.
And for those who need translation, La Carême is basically means the carême.
Right, and it's le because it's French though.
It's le.
Instead of la,
The carême.
which means you're speaking French now.
It still works.
So yeah, the Le Patissier, the number 54, which is 5 3/8 by 54 ring gauge, pretty nice. Wrapper is a Connecticut broadleaf. Binders Nicaraguan. Filler is Costa Rican and Nicaraguan. The appearance: milk chocolate brown wrapper, maybe a little bit darker than milk chocolate, but not too much. Semi rustic, leathery to the touch, some veins, firm feel overall. It has the single band that says La Patissier on it, and then the Crowned Heads on the footer, like a lot of the Crowned Heads have. You know, they have that really nice looking footer. The pre-light sniff on this, I got barnyard hay, coffee, and some wood stove kind of vibes from it. The pre-light draw on this. So you ever have one of those days where you use a punch and it's the perfect punch?
Yes.
That'll be in this picture right here.
Okay, gotcha. The perfect punch, ladies and gentlemen.
The perfect punch.
Got it. Love it.
It was dead centered and just as clean as it gets, man. It was awesome.
I love it. Yeah, there's something special about that. No cracking of the
Nothing.
the cap
perfect.
or anything. Just
yeah,
boom.
it was a beautiful thing.
Love
Had
it.
a light draw overall. Sweet, creamy coffee and chocolate is what I was getting on the pre-light draw. Cedar on the lips, raisin and spice going on a little bit behind there. I mean, it had a lot of really interesting things going on. The initial light, big woody and spicy notes with a sweet chocolate and macadamia kind of note to it. I used the word note too many times in there. I'll fix that next time. The retrohale is peppery and woody with toast and nuts. The first third of the cigar, cedar dryness teases the palate and lips between puffs. Lingering bitter coffee, cinnamon, and nutmeg make up the aftertaste. The flavor springs from each puff of the sweet, creamy smoke with a wood-fired oven baking nutty bread and delicate fruity pastries. Nutty and raisin are the nutty notes and raisin notes are easy to identify. The retrohale is cedar, pepper, toast, nutmeg, solid ash, good burn. The second third of this, sweet, creamy puffiness is what I started that sentence with.
Sweet, creamy puffiness.
Puffiness.
Available now at Burger King. I don't know.
The upfront notes of wood smoked chocolate and raisin, macadamia, bread, and tea leaf. A little bit of tea leaf came in there, was kind of neat. Followed by spicier flavors of pepper and cinnamon and a fruitcake-like undertone. Big fluffy smoke. Retrohale is cedar, pepper, toast, and nutmeg. Solid ash. Perfect burn on that next third of it. The last third of this, raisin bread and pastry flavors surface more often and play nice with pepper and wood notes. Underlying sweetness weaves throughout the palate. Retrohale is cedar, pepper, toasty, nutty, solid ash. Perfect burn.
Nice.
This thing costs $11. It's not a small cigar.
Yeah.
It lasted about an hour and 10.
Nice.
Somewhere in there. I was puffing at it pretty good. I give it a 5. Like Le Carême with wood smoke and a hint of a fruit kind of flavor to it.
Sounds
Le Carême
delicious.
is a little more coffee and chocolatey.
Right.
Those kind of things. And it's a beautiful, beautiful cigar. Like probably one of my favorite One of my favorite offerings from Crowned Heads, and this is right up there with it, with a little more of a kind of a baking kind of. I see why they called it the baker, because it's baking spices and some fruity notes.
And you felt good about it at that price.
I did. I gave it a solid 5 right there at that price.
For those who don't know, after 300 episodes, there could be some new people here, and they might not have heard us talk about our price to quality scoring when we talk about cigars. So price to quality is the way we sort of do our rankings, and it's a scale of 1 to 10, but if a cigar gets a 5, if Ian says, I give it a 5, that doesn't mean it's like halfway up the scale. That means, boom, you got what you paid for.
Yeah.
And if he gave it less than a 5, it meant, you know what, for this particular cigar, feel like maybe the price is too high for what you get.
For what you get. Doesn't mean it's a bad cigar even a lot of times, though.
And conversely, you might get a great cigar at a lesser price, might get a 6 or a 7 or an 8. And what it's saying is not necessarily this is like the greatest cigar in the world. It's just saying based on what I paid for this, it overperformed. It punched above its weight class. Yeah. So that's the way we look at it anyway.